Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have 5 Valentines DIYs for us today, and we're going to start with these framed buffalo check hearts. And this is one that I already did off camera, so I'm going to do something else similar to this. So what you'll need is one of these ornate mirrors from the Dollar Tree. And you can absolutely spray paint this to match your decor. I didn't need to. This is some black and white buffalo check fabric that I got from Joann's, and it was actually from the scrap bin. That was a good find. Of course, you'll need scissors, you'll need some glittered heart picks, and I have both types, the regular glitter and the chunky glitter. And of course, your hot glue gun and glue sticks. So the first thing you'll want to do is to remove the backing from the frame as well as the mirror. And then what you want to do is to put the mirror down on your fabric or your paper, whatever you want to use, and just cut around it to where it's approximately the same size. On the first one I did it at a slant because I wanted the pattern to be at a slant, but this one I wanted to be straight up and down. So I'm just trimming the extra fabric so that I can close it without any problems. Of course, if you use paper, you won't have to do this. So I'm going to put the back on, close up the tabs, and then you'll see this is what I have so far. And then I'm just figuring out where I want to place the heart picks, and this is the pattern that I came up with. In the center there is one of the heart scatters, also from Dollar Tree. So this is the first one that I did. You can see that the pattern is going sideways, and these are sticker foam hearts. And here the pattern goes straight up and down. I think these are really cute. DIY number 2 is the You Complete Me hanging art, and you'll need craft sticks. And here I'm just lining them up with a ruler. Also a puzzle. Guys, I started out this DIY. I wanted to use the puzzles, and then I will show you how I found out I was doing it the hard way. I could get the same effect doing it another way, but I did want to use the puzzles initially, so starting out you'll see me using the puzzle pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 more craft sticks, and I'm going to cut them down to size and glue them to the back of these 7 craft sticks to anchor them together. And now I put the puzzle together, and using this rose pen that I also got from Dollar Tree, I'm just tracing out the shape of a heart, and this is one of the foam hearts also from Dollar Tree. So I still thought that I was going to use the puzzle pieces to make the heart, so now I'm just cutting out the heart shape from the puzzle pieces. And I still think this project would look great with the puzzle pieces. I just decided in the end that I didn't want to use it that way. So now I'm going to reassemble the puzzle pieces using the heart as a guide. And then I'm going to flip the whole thing over and hot glue them in place so that they will hold the heart shape, all except for one puzzle piece. And while that cools off, I'm going to take some white chalk paint and I'm going to paint the 7 craft sticks. And all this took was 1 coat. And here I'm painting the puzzle pieces as well with the same chalk paint, and then I went over it with that red paint. And then I decided I wanted to use the foam heart, so I put the puzzle piece over it, traced out the missing puzzle piece, cut that out, and there you have it. So I decided to use the glittered foam heart instead of the puzzle pieces. And so now I will need a separate backing for the separate puzzle piece. So using these 4 craft sticks, I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to cut a craft stick in half and use that to bind these 4 craft sticks together. And using the same chalk paint, I went ahead and painted these 4 craft sticks. And I'm sorry, I thought I was filming, but I was not. I attached the 2 signs together using this red felt scallop trim that I actually found from Target. But you can use whatever ribbon you have. And now using this dry erase marker, this is actually a wet erase marker, I'm just gonna write the words, "You complete me," and then it will be ready to hang up. Before hanging it up, so this is what it looks like. I decided it needed a little more something. I think it's cute as it is, but I wanted to add a little pink to it. So I took some Dollar Tree heart stickers and I added them to the sign. I do reinforce it with hot glue because I want to make sure it doesn't peel off. I've used some of these Dollar Tree stickers on other DIYs, and if you don't hot glue it, they will start to peel off. So I want it to be secure, so I add just a dot of hot glue. And here it is, guys. So simple, very quick, very easy, and you can write whatever message you want to write on it. And you can make it as big as you want it to be as well. Okay, we're going to move on to DIY number 3, which is a sweetheart standing art. You'll need the standing art piece from Dollar Tree, some white chalk paint. I found this standing art over by the Valentine stuff at the Dollar Tree that I was at, but I've also seen it near the checkout counters. And then from these jewels, also from Dollar Tree, you'll need a pink one and a blue one. And you can use whatever trim you like. I'm going to use this pink trim that I found at the dollar spot at Target, and this jute twine from Dollar Tree, some Fix-All adhesive or some hot glue, whichever you prefer. I did a mixture of both. So I painted the signs and let it dry. And I'm taking a pencil and I'm just sketching out the figure. I'm making a male figure and a female figure, and they're very rudimentary. The blue heart will represent the guy's face, and the pink heart will represent the lady's face. And so I'm just trying to figure out the proportions right here as I sketch it out. And the great thing about this chalk paint is you can sketch on it and erase it with pencil, and it doesn't leave any marks. So now I'm going to use my hot glue, and I'm just going to lay down a line. I'm just going to trace the sketch that I made and follow it with the pink trim for the female figure, and use the twine to trace out the figure of the male. I decided to try the Fix-All adhesive, but the smell was like very overwhelming, so I went back to the hot glue. And for her feet, at first I just bent the trim to the side, but I didn't like the way that looked. So I cut off one of the pink hearts from the necklace from Dollar Tree, and I used that for her shoe. So now we're going to move on to the male figure. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Just use hot glue and the twine to sketch out his body. And his arm and his hand. And now we're attaching the blue jewel for his face. I was going to use the red heart for his shoe, but decided that I didn't like it. So I'm actually going to put that heart in the female figure's hand. And I'm just going to use another piece of twine for his foot. And in his hand, I'm going to use this white and gold trim that I found at the dollar spot at Target. And I'm going to make a circular figure. I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue on the end to twist it to a point. And then I'm going to cut it, form it into a ring. And then I'm going to use some jewels that I got from Walmart last year to add jewels to the ring. And we're going to put that in his hand. So basically the message in this sign is that he is about to propose to her and she is about to give him her heart. So it's a little standing sweetheart sign. And for the heads, you could use buttons, you could even use the red and pink hearts there if you want to make a smaller sign. There's a lot of different things you can use. So now I'm just going to trim out the sign with the heart bead necklace. I'm going to use the pink one for this since the bottom of the sign is already pink. And now using one of the red heart scatter pieces from Dollar Tree, I just glued that above them. These are some ornament markers that I got from Target during their Christmas clearance. And you can use just a regular red marker. I was just curious to see how this would perform. And I just drew some little freehand hearts around, and they came out pink, which was absolutely fine. And then to fill in the gaps on either side of this stand, I'm going to glue 2 of the red scatter hearts right in those gaps. So here it is, guys. You can use this as a bookend. You can't really hang it up because of the bottom of it. It really is meant to stand on something. And along the bottom, I put down some of the pink self-adhesive gems, also from Dollar Tree. So now we're going to move on to a lace and rose wreath. And you'll need one of these wooden wreaths from Dollar Tree. You could use the wire one, but that one is a little too wide for what I was going for. I'm also going to use these burlap ribbons from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to take this lace ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm going to run it along the center of this red ribbon. And I'm just going to hot glue it. I didn't hot glue the whole thing, just kind of every 2 or 3 inches along the way. So here it is. I've already finished it. And I really like the look of it. I think it's really cute. And just using some hot glue to secure it in place, I'm going to wrap it along the bottom of the wreath. And then when I get to the center, I'm going to cross over the wreath, cut off the excess, and then use some hot glue to anchor that in place. Now I'm going to make a couple of bows using both this lace ribbon and the red polka dot ribbon as well. I'm going to make the red polka dot one a bit smaller than the lace burlap one. And then I'm going to use some red pipe cleaners to secure those bows in place while I fluff them out. And then another bit of pipe cleaner to attach them to one another. And then I'm going to take one of these heart picks and glue it right in the center. And now I want to make some tails using the same ribbon. And I'm going to use hot glue and pipe cleaner to attach that to the bows. Dovetail the ends. And then I'm going to use one long pipe cleaner uncut to attach it to the ribbon in the center of the wreath. So this wreath actually looks cute just the way it is. You could stop right here and be just fine. I'm just using wire cutters to cut off the excess pipe cleaners, I'm sorry. I decided to add these 3 heart picks to the center top of the wreath, and I took whatever lace was left on the roll and I made a little shoelace bow and attached that to the middle. And once again, I thought I was recording and I was not. These are some leftover roses that I had last year from a DIY, so I'm reusing them on this wreath, and I'm just going to cover the remaining part of the wreath at the top. And here it is. I did use some of the polka dot burlap ribbon to make a hanger at the top, and I'm using the clear acrylic wreath hanger that I also found from Dollar Tree. And I think this is so cute and very sweet. What do you guys think? And now our last one is a travel mug Glam sleeve, and I'm going to use this Starbucks sleeve as a guide and also as a base. You can use whatever sleeve you have. They're all the same. So just using some hot glue, I'm going to use that to glue the automotive cloth to the coffee sleeve. And this is just a scrap piece of automotive cloth that I had from Christmas DIYs, and pieces that large I don't throw away because you never know what you could use them for. So I just looked through my Christmas stuff and found this little scrap and was happy that I held on to it because I didn't have to go out and buy another one. Do you guys do that too? Do you hang on to your scraps? So I'm just going to finish attaching the automotive cloth to the cardboard travel mug sleeve. This is a great way to recycle that sleeve as well. It helps to give shape and form to the automotive cloth. And you know the size is correct, right? So now I'm just going to use some hot glue at the ends to secure those in place. And you could sew this closed. I just decided to use hot glue to seal it. And these are adhesive heart gem stickers from Dollar Tree. And again, I'm using hot glue to reinforce them to make sure that they stick. That buffalo check travel mug sleeve is one that I got from the Target dollar spot, and I was using it to compare the size, and it is relatively the same size. So this is what I have so far. You could stop right here and that would be really cute, but I decided, of course, to bling it out with some more pink self-adhesive gemstones from Dollar Tree. And I do put the gemstones all the way around the top and the bottom. These would make really cute gifts for teachers, along with a travel mug. And that's what it looks like on one of my travel mugs. And those are all of the DIYs, guys. Those are all 5. So which one is your favorite? Do you like the buffalo check framed hearts? Or the "You Complete Me" sign better? What about the standing art sweetheart picture? Or how about the laces and rose wreath? Or was your favorite the Glam travel mug sleeve? I hope you found at least one DIY to inspire you to create something of your own. As always, thank you so much for watching. I definitely value your time. I would love to have you subscribe for more of my DIYs and hauls. Thank you so much.